Bun găsit, doamna Baleșite, în Republica Moldova. Oficiul de legătură NATO deja are mai mult de un an de activitate în țara noastră, dar peste câteva zile, mai exact pe 4 aprilie, Organizația Nord-Atlantică va sărbători 70 de ani de la fondare. Care este mesajul organizației pentru această zi?
Good afternoon. A very warm welcome to the NATO Liaison Office in the Republic of Moldova. And indeed, you're right, on the 4th of April, NATO marks the 70th anniversary. For 70 years already, NATO has successfully ensured peace and stability in the Euro-Atlantic area. And looking from a historical perspective, that this is a significant achievement. Peace and stability are very important factors for economic growth, for prosperity, which is in the interest of every nation. Alliance is a family of 29 member states, which are committed to shared democratic values that are committed to working together to prevent conflict and preserve peace. And our message stands as firm as ever. Freedom, peace, stability, security and prosperity is in our common interest, and working together we are stronger and safer.
NATO totuși optează pentru pace, dar recent s-au stabilit, sau mai exact s-au împlinit 25 de ani de la semnarea de către Republica Moldova în anul 1994 a programului NATO Parteneriatul pentru Pace. Ați putea să enumerați principalele realizări ale țării noastre în cadrul acestui program?
NATO is committed to partnership and cooperation with the non-member states as well, such as, for example, the Republic of Moldova, with the aim to contribute together to international security, which is in the interest of all of us, which affects us all. And NATO considers that when neighbors, when partners are more secure, are stable, when they are more prosperous, we are safer as well. The dialogue between NATO and the Republic of Moldova started back in 1991, and actual practical cooperation began back in 1994, in March 1994, so indeed it's been already 25 years of cooperation. The title of the program defines well its objective, Partnership for Peace. And in the framework of this program, NATO offers partners more than 1,400 different activities, such as workshops, conferences, courses, expert advice, and it is up to the partners to select in which activities they would like to participate depending on their priorities and specific needs. As a general achievement, I would emphasize the close cooperation between NATO and the Republic of Moldova that has developed over all those years. And since you asked, I would also list a number of concrete results in the framework of this practical cooperation that brought tangible benefits for the people of Moldova. For example, to those professionals that are interested in enhancing their expertise and knowledge, 1,500 Moldovan officers participated in trainings and courses offered by NATO. Hundreds of them participated in hundreds of conferences and workshops. NATO also supported the Alexandru cel Bun Military Academy in developing its modern curriculum for bachelor's, master's, PhD program, as well as professional courses. The benefits were brought to those people that cultivate land in the countryside in the Republic of Moldova, as in the framework of the project that most probably is the best known project in the Republic of Moldova, supported by NATO. NATO assisted the country in cleaning its land from dangerous pesticides and chemicals. I would also give an example that the benefits were brought to the first responders and the patients, as in the framework of one of the projects, NATO assisted the Republic of Moldova to develop its telemedicine capability, which equips the first responders with better equipment to be able to provide better medical assistance to those patients in need in emergency situations and in remote areas. I would also mention the cooperation in the area of civil preparedness, in the framework of which the enhanced or developed procedures how to respond to emergency situations. We have a cooperation in this area, how to deal with emergency situations such as, for example, natural disasters. I would also mention that we work together in support of peace and stability in the Balkans, as Moldova is a valued contributor to NATO's KFOR mission in Kosovo. So these are few examples, but of course the list is much longer.
Noi cunoaștem că biroul de legătură NATO deschis la Chișinău are mai mult de un an de la fondare sau de la deschidere. Care au fost provocările și dificultățile cu care v-ați confruntat, precum și, în opinia dumneavoastră, care au fost reușitele pe care le-ați obținut aici?
The NATO Liaison Office is NATO's diplomatic representation, diplomatic mission in the Republic of Moldova that was opened at the request of the government with the ratification of the parliament. Its mission I would compare to the mission of any other representation of international organization to facilitate political dialogue and practical cooperation, to serve as a channel for communication to ensure better understanding, to ensure more efficient coordination. NATO Liaison Office opened, we are in a better position to provide advice and support in the framework of NATO supported programs and the projects in the Republic of Moldova. Here I would like to mention that every activity that we work together on, every project that is being implemented with NATO support in the Republic of Moldova comes first at the request of the Moldovan side. So the Moldovan side requests and then NATO considers this request. Having an office in the country, we're also in a better position to provide more efficiently information about organization, about our partnership, about NATO programs to those interested in governmental and non-governmental entities, for example, NGOs, universities, and others that are interested, as well as provide advice on how to make best use of those programs. Having worked already here for some time, I understand that there is a broad perception that NATO programs are open to the Ministry of Defense only, while Ministry of Defense is an active partner. The defense and security sector is much wider, and of course other institutions, ministries, agencies are eligible to participate and benefit from those NATO programs. And I would say that the interest indeed has been high. You also asked me about the challenges. I would mention one of the challenges, and this is the misinformation that has been provided to people about NATO, about our organization, about our office and cooperation. As an example, in the framework of, in the context of the opening of the NATO Liaison Office, there were false messages that NATO is building the secret military base in the Republic of Moldova, which obviously is not true. And we're here now in the NATO Liaison Office. You see that it is a small diplomatic mission located in one of the business centers in Chișinău. We don't have military personnel in our office.
Care sunt obiectivele și prioritățile NATO în cooperarea cu Republica Moldova?
The cooperation between NATO and the Republic of Moldova, as we discussed, is close and covers a wide range of areas. However, first of all, I would like to emphasize a couple of important principles on which our partnership and cooperation is based. And first of all, I would like to emphasize that NATO fully respects Moldova's freedom, sovereignty, territorial integrity, and constitutionally neutral status. Moldova does not wish to become the member of the alliance. It is Moldova's sovereign decision, and we fully respect that. The second important principle that I would mention is that the partnership is demand-driven. It's based on demand-driven approach. So all the activities that Moldova participates in and projects that are supported by NATO come, first of all, at the request of the Moldovan side. So it's a demand-driven process. And as I mentioned, we have cooperation and partnership in a wide range of areas, and they are jointly agreed and periodically reviewed. Everyone may check those in the individual partnership action plan. This is the key document, the framework document for our cooperation. And it is publicly accessible on the website of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and European Integration of the Republic of Moldova. I would list a few priorities: modernization and reform of the defense and security sector, enhancing good governance and building resilience to corruption in defense and security sector as transparent, accountable and well-managed institutions are of a crucial importance for the national security. It is about building resilience to modern security challenges, such as, for example, cyber threats, mainstreaming gender in security and defense sector, promoting scientific cooperation between scientists in the framework of NATO Science for Peace and Security program, of course, raising public awareness about our cooperation and enhancing transparency. That has been a very important priority. And of course, as I mentioned, the areas are very many and they are listed in the IPAP document.
În acordul semnat dintre Republica Moldova și NATO privind deschiderea biroului de legătură NATO la Chișinău, este stipulat următoarele. Iată, am să citesc. Guvernul Republicii Moldova va permite NATO și beneficiarilor săi să încheie contracte directe pentru achiziționare de bunuri, servicii și proiecte de construcții din orice surse dinăuntru, adică din interior sau din afară. Republicii Moldova, în raport cu proiectele finanțate de NATO, despre ce proiecte de construcții este vorba?
Firstly, as we have already discussed, I would mention that all activities and projects funded by NATO come at the request of the Moldovan side, and they are led by Moldovan partners in the Republic of Moldova. The agreement that you refer to stipulates the general possibility of acquisition of services, goods, and construction contracts. Indeed, it is up to the Moldovan side what kind of projects would be requested for NATO to be funded.
Iată, o următoare întrebare care poate este pe buzele multor sceptici, multor vizionari din Republica Moldova. Sunt preconizate exerciții militare NATO pe teritoriul țării noastre, întrucât această informație este vehiculată de unele instituții media. Nu vorbim care, probabil afiliate politic sau nu știu. Care este poziția noastră sau mai exact a organizației?
No, this is false. And I would also emphasize that NATO attaches a great importance to transparency. And the exercises that NATO runs as an alliance are announced publicly well in advance on the NATO website. So I would also encourage to check.
Cum ați evolua nivelul de cooperare dintre Republica Moldova și NATO? Depinde de acest factori interni sau externi, cum ar fi Rusia, Ucraina sau România?
The decisions on the partnership and cooperation between NATO and the Republic of Moldova are taken by NATO and by the Republic of Moldova only. Moldova is a sovereign country and takes its own sovereign decisions, and the decision-making process on NATO side involves all the 29 allies, member states. This decision-making process is called consensus, so all the decisions on NATO side are taken by consensus of all 29 member states. On internal factors, I would say that since 1991, when the dialogue between NATO and the Republic of Moldova started, many things have evolved. Many political forces were coming into power, and the partnership and cooperation between NATO and the Republic of Moldova has been successfully evolving. I would say increasing. There are more instruments, more activities, and more projects on the agenda. And I would say that this positive trend continues.
Dumneavoastră, cum ați comenta un fapt că țările baltice, dumneavoastră, dar veniți din una dintre ele, și ele fiind foste republici ale Uniunii Sovietice, da, au reușit integrarea în Uniunea Europeană și în NATO, iar Republica Moldova bate pasul pe loc. De ce?
I represent NATO, therefore I would answer only on NATO-related question. The Republic of Moldova is constitutional neutral country. It has never wished and does not wish to become the member of NATO. Therefore, Moldova's membership in the alliance has never been and is not on the table.
Scurt, dar clar. Ce părere aveți dumneavoastră despre mass media din Republica Moldova și în ce măsură implicarea ei corectă ar stimula colaborarea dintre ambele părți? Vorbim de Republica Moldova și Organizația Nord-Atlantică.
Independent and free media ensures access to information for population. It plays an important role in democracy, in countering misinformation. Indeed, media plays an important role, and we welcome Moldovan journalists when they approach us for the first-hand information about the alliance, about our office, about NATO-Moldova cooperation. And we also appreciate when they contact to verify already published reports that the content of which raises doubts. So we attach a great importance to the relationship with media. We invite journalists to our important meetings, such as NATO ministerial or summit meetings. We also support capacity building projects for Moldovan journalists, and we welcome when the journalists work actively to cover news in the framework of NATO-Moldova cooperation.
Și pe final aș dori să vă întreb, pentru că sunteți deja de acum 2 ani, da, de când sunteți în țara noastră, cum vă simțiți la Chișinău și în general Republica Moldova?
Very well.
Vă place? Do you like?
Yes, I do. Indeed.
Vă mulțumim foarte mult, doamna Bărleșite, că ne-ați acordat acest interviu pentru portalul de știri nordnews.md. Vă așteptăm și cu alte ocazii și sperăm să ne auzim de bine. Vă mulțumesc!
Thank you very much.